modern intellectual cocktail party. It's about things like politics. Is this good for the country or what? The economy. All too much. This is just all too much. A bunch of things that I think I know about, but I really don't know about. But the thing about the right, when they start painting with a broad stroke communist, you get all these people in mid-America riled up thinking that there's a fucking takeover.
Yeah, but it's because they're ignorant. They don't know. I'm saying it from a very educated perspective. Communism, I know what communism is. I've read the Communist Manifesto.
This is not communism. To want to use the government? No, communism is when the state owns everything.
Bro, listen.
Communism is when the state owns everything.
Communism is giving up individual liberty for the collective good.
Exactly.
That's what communism is.
But nobody's giving up individual liberty.
I'll give up my freedom to fucking look for insurance I can't afford if someone can help me out when I get cancer.
Individual liberty is working for an amount of time to pay for something that's for the collective good.
Well,
that's giving up your liberty because you're working. Do you know that right now you work 4 or 5 months of the year to pay your taxes? I mean, that's liberty. That's being a slave.
And I couldn't.
That's modern slavery.
No.
Yeah. Modern slavery.
I haven't calculated, so I'm sure I benefit.
It's not modern slavery.
It's modern slavery.
It's not modern slavery.
How do you figure?
No, you want to.
It's a poor analogy, is what I'm telling you. I don't think that's an appropriate analogy.
Explain why. I mean, you're saying that, but why is it a poor analogy?
In what way is it slavery? No, you justify calling it slavery. Let me tell you something. When you compare something to slavery, you are the one that has the obligation to justify it, sir.
Why?
Because I just asked him to, and I'm telling him why after he tried to pass it to me. Go.
Modern slavery is working, and it's not to benefit you, it's to benefit somebody else.
You don't benefit from taxes at all.
I don't benefit from working 5 months of the year to pay taxes. No,
you don't benefit from taxes.
Not the majority of that.
My
not the majority of
benefit from taxes.
I pay more taxes than I benefit from by far.
Well, your whole life, your entire life.
Can I ask you a question? Did the amount of Americans getting a refund on their taxes this year increase? Decrease or stay the same?
Increased.
Did the amount?
I'm getting a hell of a lot of money back.
The amount that they got back on their refund increase, decrease, or stay the same this year? It increased. So I would like to hear what else you have to say about slavery.
And that's
I would love to be a part of that modern slavery.
I feel
so then I get punished for working hard anymore.
By all
How
means.
is that punished? Because you're helping your community as a
But
collective measure.
if I want to help, it's called charity. It's not called helping. It's called
you're forcing guys
because I'm not giving it of my own benefit.
You're getting back.
But here, I want to chime in, I want to chime in and make one point about this rule about taxes and the local government and all that stuff. If you are completely individualistic, where you don't give up any taxes, the world around you might turn to shit, and it's gonna show up on your fucking doorstep. So that's why you pay taxes, and that's why you get to society, so that there's not somebody outside your fucking door waiting to rob your ass, because they're taken care of.
Can I speak? I believe in the Constitution, okay? And I think our country was founded on the Constitution. It had flaws, but we fixed a lot of them, and we've also fucked up a lot of things that made it work.
We gave women the right, and black people too.
Okay, right, exactly. Like I said, it had flaws.
You guys wouldn't be part of this panel 100 years ago, neither of you. Or us.
You would.
Mix.
I don't know if I'm a part of the panel now.
I wouldn't even be here. I'd be in Scotland somewhere. But what I'm saying to you is that
this is where I'm from.
The Constitution is what created this nation, and we've gone so far from the prosperity that was created by that document. Right. And the further we go from it, the more likely we're going to crumble. And that's my belief. I believe the more.
We're such a different society
but
now.
Why are we different though? What's different?
Because
numbers.
Libertarianism works great, but then it screws everybody because nobody picks up the slack.
No, it doesn't screw anybody because it empowers and rewards people for doing
exactly. I'll tell you why we've gone so far away, because there is one party that you refuse to acknowledge that has a very distinct aim of starving and choking the government whenever they get into control and power. That is their mission, is to say that government doesn't work, and then when they get in charge of the government, they are reckless in terms of the wheels. They go in terms of
and
not only
you are so blind. You're so blind. To say that there's any difference between Republican and Democrat, you can't even bring this argument this way. Don't bring it to me.
I'll try you this way. You talk about something like OSHA, you talk about the government agencies that are part of the executive that you're supposed to have all this oversight of workplace. Do you agree with workplace oversight and making sure that people have healthy and safe workplaces to operate?
No.
That's a yes or no question. That's a yes or no question to you. That's a yes or no question to you. That's a yes or no question.
I think there are some regulations which are necessary.
Do you agree that people should have a workplace that is regulated and safe and healthy?
I don't think that the government should be doing it. I think private organizations.
You think they're gonna
private organizations?
Now hold on. No, that's my point. No, stop it right now. This is my point. Now this is my entire point right now. These private organizations that you say are supposed to take care of it. When the Bush administration was running things for the last 8 years, OSHA, the main regulator of workplace safety, had its staffers slashed every single year to the point that it was a non-existent entity. One of the biggest aims of the Obama administration is restaffing those kind of regulatory agencies so that they are robust and vibrant and are able to take care of things. OSHA has hired thousands of administrators.
So you got one example.
Extrapolate that. That's the example of the administration.
Shut up, guys. Go. Everybody take off their shirts. All right.
So that was me on the first.
No. Go. Just because you have a girl voice.
Here's another example. Here's another fucking example. Okay. If we don't want government helping us out, do we want E. coli in our meat, in our spinach, in our peanut butter?
Right.
Because guess what? Private organizations were checking out how the health and safety of the food was, and those businesses that they were checking hired them. So they come in, oh, I want to keep my job. Oh, everything looks hunky-dory. Meanwhile, there's rats, holes in the ceiling, water. They're washing. Well, I don't want to scream anymore.
Listen, private organizations.
They're washing the mops and the
you can't trust the government either.
Sink.
But at least we can vote government in. We can't vote on corporations' board.
Can't vote a government in. This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
No, literally,
we just had it.
I thought you believed in the Constitution. I thought you believed in the Constitution.
I do believe in the Constitution.
But you can't vote?
We have electronic voting now. Electronic voting is something that's it's not tamper-proof.
Hey.
We don't even have the source code.
So we should just screw it. We should all live in a cave.
We should go back.
Stack up.
Guess who they primarily were organization funded by?
I don't know.
Republicans. The ones that are different from Democrats. You know, the ones that were funded, the diebold voting systems that are all over the country, the ones that we had voting problems with every single election. But there's no difference between the two parties.
There is no difference between the two.
There is a difference between Democrats and Republicans. There is.
I don't agree.
And it's a culture war. And you know what?
Look, I think there's a difference, but it's all superficial. So
It is.
Everyone buys into the bullshit.
But I'll tell you what. But I'll tell you what. You know what? The mandate is a bitter pill to swallow. I love individual liberty. I don't want the government to tell me I should look after myself and everyone else. I agree with that. But you know what, man? When I see the fucking people fucking at the Tea Party, fucking with the fucking tea bags and all these fucking fast, I'm like, whatever they're for, I'm against. Whatever those people are for,
I don't like
I'm against.
bagging.
Stop watching
They believe in Jesus
because they vilify them as they're all a bunch of fucking rednecks. And you know what? I've been to a Tea Party rally, and there's black people, and there's Hispanics, and there's Indians, and there's white people, and it's a mixed bag
That
of
does
people.
not dispute the point that the party and the movement is primarily a bunch of old white male Republicans. Like, that's cool.
Racist.
It's cool that there are black people and Indian people there, but let's not act like the Tea Party movement is a bunch of Indian.
Last I checked, the majority of people in America are white, so I mean, I would imagine that the majority of people in India are
black.
That does not dispute my that does not negate my point at all. I mean, that is not my answer.
All right, listen, guys. This has been an amazing party. Let's have some wrap-up stuff. Does anyone want to just wrap it up and stuff like that? Because I'm really buzzed and I want to go out and get laid. Anything else?
I guess my closing argument would be that the more you give up your personal liberty, the quicker it goes. And so I think giving it to healthcare and things like that, or cap and trade and these crazy legislations that are coming, I think it's just crazy, and I think it's the downfall of our society, and I think if it keeps going, we're screwed.
I think we need to continue to have governmental programs so we can have
personal, even though
this is my closing argument, sir.
I didn't know that they were unrefutable.
But let's not cut it off.
Because that's how you can ensure a personal liberty. That's how you can have, everybody has a right to pursue a life of happiness, you know what I mean? And we need to share that risk amongst the entire society, which involves government aiding us in certain ways. Not dominating, not taking control of everything, but that's why this healthcare reform is a step in the right direction. We need to do so much more.
It's not black or white, it's gray, and that's where I agree with you. Louis, last thoughts?
For me, I just think it's real simple. I think it's just sink or swim. I mean, I don't think I should have to pay, like he says, for other people. I think that people, they make mistakes and they should pay for them. If they choose to be unhealthy, God willing, I mean, God bless, they have cancer. Man, I really feel sad for them. That sucks. But you know what? That's not my problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my
I feel so bad for you.
But I have my problems too. Exactly.
Hey,
and I have to pay for my own
hopefully
stuff.
you stay healthy and you have a job. Go ahead, Teddy. Last, keep us succinct.
You're delusional if you think healthcare reform in this country was about people having diabetes from eating fast food, and you're equally delusional if you think there's no difference between the Republican and Democratic Party.
This has been such a great party, and we really get along, and I love all you guys, and we're like a family, and I'm glad to see that we have a lot of different points of views, because we're modern intellectuals, and we drink cocktails, and this is a party. I'm Humberto. This is my panel. Peace! Let's go party! Let's go get fucked up! Guacamole!